Next we are going to detail about B. Erik Erikson's theory. Stages of psychosocial development. Erikson's stages of psychosocial development as articulated by Erik Erikson in collaboration with Johan Eriksson is a comprehensive psychoanalytic theory that identifies a series of 8 stages in which a healthy developing individual should pass through from infancy to late adulthood. All stages are present at birth, but only begin to unfold according to both a natural scheme and one's ecological and cultural upbringing. In each stage, the person confronts and hopefully masters new challenges, each stage building upon the successful completion of early stages. Look at this picture, psychosocial development. 8 stages of psychosocial development. First stage, hopes, trust versus mistrust, oral sensory, birth to 2 years. Second, will, autonomy versus same and debut, muscular to anal, 2 to 4 years. 3, purpose, initiative versus guilt, locomotor, genital, preschool, 4 to 5 years. Four, competence, industry versus inferiority, latency 5 to 12 years. 5, fidelity, identity versus role confusion, adolescence 13 to 19 years. Six, love, intimacy versus isolation, young adulthood 20 to 24 or 20 to 40 years. 7, care, generativity versus stagnation, middle adulthood 25 to 64 or 40 to 64 years. 8, wisdom, ego integrity versus despair, late adulthood and 65 to death. Detail going on. First, hopes, trust versus mistrust, oral sensory, birth to 2 years. The first stage of Erik Erikson's theory centers around the infant's basic needs being met by the parents, and this interaction leads to trust or mistrust. Trust, as defined by Erikson, is an essential trustfulness of others as well as a fundamental sense of one's own trustworthiness. The infant depends on the parents, especially the mother, for sustenance and comfort. The child's relative understanding of world and society come from the parents and their interaction with the child. A child first trust is always with the parent or caregiver, whomever that might be. However, even the caregiver is secondary, whereas the parents are primary in the eyes of the child. Second, will. Autonomy versus same and debut. Muscular anal 2 to 4 years. As the child gains control over eliminative functions and motor abilities, they begin to explore their surroundings. The parents still provide a strong base of security from which the child can venture out to assert their will. The parents' patience and encouragement help foster autonomy in the child. Children at his age like to explore the world around them, and they are consistently learning about their environment. Caution must be taken at this age. While children may explore things that are dangerous to their health and safety, three, purpose. Initiative versus guilt. Locomotor to genital preschool 4 to 5 years. Initiative adds to autonomy, the quality of undertaking, planning and attacking a task for a sake of just being active and on the move. The child is learning to master the world around them, learning basic skills and principles of physics. Things fall down, not up. Round things roll. They learn how to ship and tie, count and speak with ease. At this stage, the child wants to begin and complete their own actions for a purpose. Guilt is a confusing new emotion. They may feel guilty over things that logically should not cause guilt. They may feel guilt when this initiative does not produce desired result. 4, competence. Industry versus inferiority. Latency 5 to 12 years. The aim to bring a productive situation to completion gradually suppressed. The whims and wishes of play. The fundamentals of technology are developed. The failure to master trust, autonomy and industry skills may cause the child to doubt his or her future, leading to shame, guilt and experience of defeat and inferiority. The child must deal with demands to learn new skills or risk a sense of inferiority, failure, and incompetence. Five, fidelity. Identity versus role confusion. Adolescents 13 to 19 years. The adolescent is newly concerned with how they appear to others. The ability to settle on a school or occupational identity is pleasant. In later stages of adolescence, the child develops a sense of sexual identity. As they make the transition from childhood to adulthood, adolescents ponder the roles they will play in the adult world. Initially, they are apt to experience some role confusion, mixed ideas, and feelings about the specific ways in which they will fit into society. Six, love, intimacy versus isolation. Young adulthood 20 to 24 or 20 to 40 years. The intimacy versus isolation conflict is emphasized around the age of 30. Young adults are still eager to blend their identity with friends. They want to fit it. Erikson believes that we are sometimes isolated due to intimacy. We are afraid of rejection, such as being turned down or our partners breaking up with us. We are familiar with pain, and to some of us, rejection is so painful that our egos cannot bear it. 7, care. Generativity versus stagnation. Middle adulthood 25 to 64 or 40 to 64 years. Generativity is the concern of guiding the next generation. Socially valued work and disciplines are expressions of generativity. The adult stage of generativity has broad application to family, relationship, work, and society. Generativity then is primarily the concern in establishing and guiding the next generation. The concept is meant to include productive and creativity. During middle age, the primary developmental task is one of the contributing to society and helping to guide future generations. When a person contributes during this period, perhaps by raising a family or working towards the betterment of society, a sense of generativity, a sense of productivity and accomplishments results. In contrast, a person who is self-centered and unable or unwilling to help society move forward develops a feeling of stagnation, a dissatisfaction with the relative lack of productivity. 8. Wisdom. Ego integrity versus despair. Late adulthood, 65 to death. As we grow older and become senior citizen, we tend to slow down our productivity and explore life as a retired person. It is during this time that we contemplate our accomplishment and can develop integrity if we see ourselves as leading a successful life. If we see our life as unproductive or feel that we did not accomplish our life goals, we become dissatisfied with life and develop despair, often leading to depression and hopelessness. Thank you. Have a good day.